can run, but you can't hide.
Hi, guys. So, guys, I am so excited. Just a few weeks ago, we reviewed the Netflix series, The Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives. And we were so elated that a character from the show, or a cast member, Samir Soni, had reached out to us and commenting that he had enjoyed watching our review. And today he's talking to us about being an introvert in Bollywood.
Hi, Samir. Thank you so much for being on the show with us.
I enjoyed your guys' review. I agreed with some and disagreed with some, but the points you were hitting were pretty bang on to me, that were relevant. So, well, we'll look forward to season 2, maybe.
So, you're a self-confessed introvert.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, in the industry that you're in, there are a lot of parties you have to attend and you just have to show up at things. And I have a strange feeling that you've made up quite a few funny excuses to get out of some things or while attending a party. So can you tell me what has been one of your most epic fail or funny moments that you've left a party and something's happened or you've been caught?
Oh, God. No, I'm a little shameless. And people who are close to me kind of know me well enough to say, okay, his time is up, he's got to go now. So it's normally go to a party and I've spent about 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'll just look at the host or, at Neelam and say, done. I'm out of here.
You have a signal.
You're not ready.
I'm ready to go to bed.
To the dinner on the show.
Yeah.
Where you just suddenly bye guys, I have rehearsal at 11 o'clock at night. So
Luckily, nobody got offended by that because it's not a comment on the company you have. That's just me. Small talk is not my cup of tea.
We all have insecurities, when we enter an event or go for a networking kind of thing. But, we're worried about what we're wearing. Are we making the right small talk? Kind of like how we see you do at Shahrukh and Gauri's party. So something we could all connect to. So do you have a recipe for getting through the night or any tips?
Yeah, I have a recipe of questions that I ask.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Long time no see. You looking good. Lost weight? Oh, really? So what's the next project?
Always a winner.
Yeah. Break the ice. The first thing you got to say, hey, lost weight, man. Yeah, wow. What have you been doing?
We've seen you in some popular TV serials, plays, movies, on the digital platform, and reality television. So I want to ask you, which environment have you been the most comfortable in?
I like TV, personally. I enjoy because it's a balance of a lot of things. But if I was to say the one experience that I felt most comfortable in was Big Boss. Yeah, I had a blast because there were no phones to disturb you. There were no phone calls allowed in Big Boss house. No iPads, no TV, no books, no music.
But handling all the personalities, how is that as an introvert?
Well, then if you no, but it's good because I don't mind being in the crowd as long as I'm not being talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can just sit and just observe that, what is he doing? What is she saying? What is going on? Stuff. And when I feel comfortable enough, right, I'll forthright and come out and say it.
If there was one more character to be added, which would be the fifth husband you would choose?
I think Shahrukh would be fun because I think he'll have tons of stories to tell, and he's also a Delhi boy like me.
So back in the day, before you met Neelam, how did you woo the pretty girls?
I'm going to tell you something which is going to shock you. In my lifetime, I don't think I've asked anybody out.
Really?
It's never like, oh, would you go out with me? What are you doing this Saturday evening? I've never done that. I'm too much of a chicken, But it kind of worked in my favor because I was so shy or introverted. Yeah. That the other person would kind of feel sorry for me. Like, this guy can't say it. Let me say, let's go. I get to be myself. But that was through a common friend at a party, and the common friend was Ekta. So she's the one who introduced us. And after meeting her for the first time actually physically seeing her or going out, or even speaking to her on the phone took me 1 year or more than a year.
Oh, wow. Yeah. The husbands are actually quite relatable. And I really love their little humor and and teasing of their wives. I think that comes across very cutely in the show. I really enjoyed watching the husbands, and I do hope if season 2 comes out, I want to see more of the husbands for sure.
Honestly, I think what Nina said, because I think each of you all had something so real to talk about, whether it was, the struggles and nepotism and just like everything was so real with you guys and there was, and that's what Nina and I said in our show, and we genuinely mean it, that there were some really, really good points.
One thing I really loved about, your character, which you showed, was that I think everybody assumes that actors are extroverts. So I think that was really unique. And I really appreciated you coming out to all of us, like kind of showing that you are not comfortable.
I actually at one stage suffered from social anxiety disorder.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine how bad it can get. There's this constant pressure from society on almost everyone.
Yeah.
That you have to be a certain way. So I was in fact more so being as real as I could be, because I was like, look, I don't want to give a false, image to people. They're already suffering from that. Right.
Yeah.
So I want to be as real as I could be.
So how has being an introvert either helped you or held you back in the profession that you're in?
One is obvious, because not just this profession, any profession you take, your interpersonal skills are very important, right? How are you able to gel with the group or, whatever. So, because essentially you have to work with people, which means you have to be easy and, and most so make the other person feel comfortable.
Right.
So, because very often my aloofness is seen as being cocky or, chip on the shoulder, which definitely goes against me, because that's not the thing. The thing is, I don't know what to say. I mean, what do I say? So, yeah, in that sense, it has held me back, I think, a lot, because people do tend to work with people who they're comfortable with. So to me, my work is my calling card. But creatively, it also helps you a lot, because it's, classic introverts are fairly sensitive people. And sensitivity is what you need to, to be able to do your job well, at least in entertainment business. You need to understand the finer nuances, the layers of human psyche and those kind of things. So that really helps you a lot. And honestly, I didn't take to social media until 2 years back. Before that, I wasn't on Facebook, Twitter, nothing. Because it was just silly saying, oh, I'm going to have a dinner at my friend's house. Oh, I had a haircut. What do you think?
Right.
Okay, I mean, I was always used to make fun of those people, and I probably am one of them right now.
Right.
And then I realized I quite like the platform.
All of you actually shared some of your insecurities with us, which was the part of the show that I really liked. For example, your wife who's going back into a field which she left, and so many mothers who have left their careers and going back. So much has changed, and I would love to see Neelam go off with Ananya for like one of her shoots. What does she think? What does she feel?
I think it was a big, giant step for her, having left something 20 years back to come back.
Right.
That's incredible. Just the pressure of having a camera around,
right.
And on top of that thinking, oh, what will people think after 20 years, right? But luckily the response has been fabulous. So.
Oh, people love her. So she should definitely
I shall pass on the message to her.
Now we want to definitely quiz you. We know that Neelam is your Bollywood wife, but are you curious, just a little curious, who would be your Hollywood wife?
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Question 1. You're getting ready to take your girl out on a perfect date. What are you two lovebirds doing?
Probably the third one.
Open mic night?
Yeah.
So your girl is dressing to impress, which means you can expect to see her in
jeans and t-shirt. Anytime.
You have some free time on your hands this weekend, and you're really looking forward to...
Oh, gym.
So your girlfriend asks you to make a playlist for her. What is it made up of?
Probably country, I think.
It's time for a little vacation. Where are you two lovebirds off to this time?
Oh, okay. I've been to a couple of places there. Paris, I haven't been to. Paris would be nice. I haven't been to Paris, actually.
Your Hollywood wife would be Taylor Swift.
She writes her own music as well, which I like.
Yeah.
She's a singer-songwriter. So, yeah.
Pretty spot on. She also, her country music.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Country music, City Home, and she's alternative. So I don't have an issue with that.
You did a good job. for you.
Yeah, man.
Right? That was
Now,
actually pretty accurate.
next. Okay, we should have had this conversation about 10 years back. Then Taylor would be getting a call from me saying, "Hey." All right, guys.
Thank you so much, Samir.
Hey, I hope you have a nice show. Take care.
Thank you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless. Bye.
Bye.